Hi guys. So yesterday we discussed up to date functions, right? So date functions we are still getting the few functions, right? So date dot. So here we are. All right. So to run this function, so to run the asynchronous function, so we are having some problem here. So we have to place load starting, and these variables we have to place inside the functions. Okay, why we are placing inside function? So we are calling only function every time. So that's why. So with these values can change every time. All right. So then now you can say, so yes. Okay. So this is the way we can create the digital time. Okay. So then if you want to place the date also, we can place it. Date, so then where date be equal to so my date dot get date. Okay, so then here we can place date inside of this one, parent date and time, date and time. Okay, now before this one, so we can place the date, sorry, date. So then plus we have some space. RT is not defined, right? So here it is. Okay, so today's date is 23rd and 8 and 6, 8, 6 and 16 seconds. So then if you want to place the year, so where y equal to my date dot get full year, get full year. So this is the function for getting the year. Now you can place the year also. Where is this one? Y. Okay. So then having some space. Okay. 2022. Okay. Fine. Year 2022, date 2387. Okay, so this is the way we can print the digital time. Clear? So these are the get date, get hours, these are the get functions. And also we can set the date also. We can set the date. So same way how we are having so get functions, so same way we are having the set functions also. Okay, so then now what is set? Yes. Okay, set date. Okay, set full year. So all these are all the functions. First we have to create a date object 23.html. How we are getting the current date and time. So at the same time we can set our own date. Okay, so JS set date examples. Okay, so first we have to get the time. We can use this function. Okay, set timeout also not required. So first we have to get the date, right? So my date that, so then my date that set full year, set full year. So then I am setting the 2000 year. Okay, 2000 year. Now you can see the date and time 23, right? So what happened? So set date, set full year, optional month year, set the year only. So I will it is not showing set full year. My data set full year only. So then why it is not showing? So we can comment all these things. Document dot write, right, 2020. So it is giving the so time stamp. Sorry, it is giving the string format. So then we can get the my date. Oh, you can see here it is. Okay, Monday, November 23rd, 2020. Okay, so this is the year we can set. Okay, so the next one, see here we set the date, but we didn't get the date. So then after that, after setting, so you have to get the year, right? So where so gy equal to get year equal to my date dot get full year. Okay, so then only we can able to get the year. Now you can see. Okay, so previously whatever we are setting, so that value we are getting. Okay, so that's why it is coming that value. So that is also in time to stamps. Okay, so it is in milliseconds. Okay, now we are so at the same time, so we can set the date also. So for suppose today is 23rd, so I am setting the date, set a date. So I'm setting the 1. Okay, so then hours also we can set. So now you can see, so what is the time now? Now you can see So 2020 November 1st. Okay, I said the 1, so that's why we are getting the November 1st. So at the same time, so we are having the month also, right? We are having the month also, where m equal to my date dot set month. Okay, so then see now, so I want to set Jan. Okay, I want to set a Jan. Okay, so then at the time, so I can set the 0. Okay, so month starts from 0 to 11. Okay, month starts from 0 to 11. So now the current, if you can get the current date and time, so Wednesday, January 1st, 2020. Okay, so then if you can set the 2021. Okay, Friday, January 1st. Okay, so Friday is the week of January 1st, 2021. Clear? So then next one, so we can set the time also. Now the current time is so 18:14. Sorry, 8:14. So we can set the time also, where set hours, set hours. Okay, so then, so I'm setting the time now 00. Okay, okay. Now the time is so 0:14. At the same time, we can set the minutes also. We can set the minutes also. Set minutes. Okay, so again it is 00 from 00 to 59. Okay, clear? So then same thing, seconds also we can set. Okay, so clear? So every time if we can run, so that is set to so 0 only. Okay, clear? So this is the way we can set and get the date and time functions. Date and time functions. Clear? So then after that, few other functions, So if you want to get the ISO or UTC time, you want to get the ISO or UTC timestamp, so we can display like this. So this is the first one is the date to string format we are changing. So here is my date is the object instead of the, okay, to date string. So then after that ISO string. Okay, my date. So these are the different time zone functions. My date and my date string. Okay, see, Friday Jan 01st 2021. So I can remove. So I can comment these set functions. So then we can get the today's date current date. Okay, Wednesday, November 23rd, 2022. So second format is local date string. Local date string. So you can see it here. So my time format is like this. Okay, 23rd November 2022. Okay, so this is our Indian standard time format. Okay, so the next one is ISO string. ISO string. So 22/11/23 2:47. So what is the time now? 2:47. Okay. Now the time is 2:47. So we are always in plus 5:30 hours. So that's why. So this is the time. This is the GMT time zone. Okay. So if you can see GMT time now 2:40. Okay. So this is the GMT time zone. Okay. So then this is our local time zone. So we are always 5:30 minutes after we are there for GMT time zone. Clear? So this is a way we can get the different time formats and time zones. Okay, clear? So this is the time zone functions. Okay, clear? So we already discussed this one. So next one is JavaScript numbers. So next we are going to discuss about the math functions. So that's why we are discussing the just numbers and booleans. Okay, so just numbers and booleans. JavaScript numbers. JavaScript treats and represent all the numbers as a float point, as we said before. So if we can place the integer also, that one treats as a number. JavaScript treats everything is a float point. That means decimal points. Okay. So 24.html dot type. So then HTML. So then head, title, JS numbers. Okay, so then body script document dot var num equal to, so if you can place like this, if you can place like this, so then when you print this one, so document dot write, so then so now, so you can see, so this one print as a integer. Okay, so this is the way we can consider. Okay, so it treats as a numbers also as a float point numbers. Okay, so then it doesn't have any different data type defined by a number. So there is no data type in JavaScript for not only number, so for strings and objects, for arrays also there is no different data type. So based on that, we are based on the format. So it is automatically treats as a number, treats as a string, treats as a array. Okay, so the JavaScript number objects enables you to represent the numeric value. It may integer or float point. It may integer or float point. A number object can be created by the help of number constructor. Okay, so then how we can create? As we said, so if you want to num object equal to, so you can create like this. Okay, so then if you can print the same thing, okay, so then we can write in console.log num object. See, so same thing we are getting. Okay, So we can write like this, or if you won't, if you cannot write like this, so by internally it is automatically considered. So this as a, so this way. Okay. So internally it consider, so in JavaScript everything is an object. Everything is an object. Okay. So that is what here say. So JavaScript supports both integer and float point numbers. So that can be represented in decimal or hexadecimal or octal notation. Okay. So can be, it can be supports both. JavaScript numbers can support both integers and float point numbers. Okay. So you can represent this way, you can represent in decimal or hexadecimal or octal notation. Okay. JavaScript does not treat integer and float point numbers differently. There is no difference. So all the numbers in JavaScript are represented as a float point number. So if the value cannot be converted to number, if the value cannot be converted to number, so then it returns the NaN. NaN means not a number. Okay. So that can be checked by is none, is NaN method. Okay. Is NaN method. So using if our value is number or not, so we can check with the is none method. Okay. So the next one is JavaScript numbers we can define. We can define like this. So value, new number. So then number we can define this way. Okay. So then where x equal to 100. So this is a integer value. So this is a float value. So this is a exponent value. This is a exponent value. Just give me a second. Right. Okay. So this is a exponent value. So this format, if you can define this format, it's a object. It's a object. So then min value, max value. So min value, smallest positive number is the min value. So 0 is the minimum value in JavaScript numbers. So max value, largest positive value. So if you can represent a largest positive value, that is the maximum value. Positive infinitive, negative infinitive represents positive infinitive returned and overflow. If the number is overflow, so the if the number is overflow in positive, so that is the positive infinitive. If the number is overflow in negative, so then that is the negative infinitive. Okay. NaN represents not a number. So these are the things involved in the numbers variable, number variable, number data type. Okay. So the next one is the, so JavaScript booleans. So JavaScript booleans. So what it returns? Boolean. What it returns? So either true or false, 0 or 1. Okay. So either it is true or false. JavaScript boolean represents only two values. So one is true and another value is false. It can be, if the condition is satisfied, if the condition is works, so then it returns true. If the condition is not works, so then it returns the false value. Okay. So these two things are involved in a boolean. So boolean is also an object. Boolean is also an object. Alright. So we can define this way, where value equal to new boolean. So same thing for everything, for in the data types, in JavaScript data types we can define, so same way, either where keyword we can use it, let keyword we can use, constant keyword we can use it. So then that variable name equal to, so if you want to create in object mode, so then we can create it like this, new, so that variable, that data type, then value. Okay. So this is the way, so we can do it. Okay. So the next one is the JavaScript boolean math functions. So important. So we have to remember few math math functions. Okay. So in JavaScript, math objects is used to perform the mathematical operation. Math object so is used to perform the arithmetic operations. Okay. So all the methods of math can be called directly without creating any math object. Without creating any math object. So we can create math. We can create math values. We can call the math values. So in the first function in the math object, first function is pi. So we are having the pi value. So it is a constant value. 3.14 is the pi value. So same thing how we can get. So we cannot define. So we are not defined anything. It's a default function in JavaScript. It's a default function in JavaScript. Math math functions. Okay. So first one is so document dot get element, sorry, document dot write. So math dot py. Okay. So this is a function. What happened? What happened? Okay. So this is the default value for the math.py function. Okay. So this is the first function. So first default function in math functions. Okay. So next one is the next one. So when we get this value, so when we calculate a formulas, so we are having the so if you want to calculate a circle or circle radius, so then so the function the formula is pi r square, right? So pi r square. So we can define the radius, so that r equal to 10. So then we can calculate the pi r square, right? So document dot get, sorry, document dot write. So then circle radius equal to radius value to 10. Okay. So 10 equal to 4, sorry, so plus, so then math dot pi, so into r square. R square means so r into r, right? R into r, pi r square. Document dot write br. Okay, circle radius 10. So then if you can into 100, right? So 314. Okay, so this is the way we can calculate using math.py function. So the next one is the math.round. So math.round gives the rounded off value of x. So if the nearest integer, if the nearest integer, it will always gives the rounded off integer value of the specified decimal value. Okay, so the value, so the value, if our value is having below 0.5, then it gives the nearest integer, nearest low integer. So if the value is having so 0.5 or more than 0.5, it will give the next highest integer. Okay, for suppose our value is 1.5, so the next nearest integer is 2. Next nearest integer is 2. If our value is 1.4, so then our nearest integer is 1. Okay, our nearest integer is 1. Okay, so then now we can see math dot round function. So then, so same thing, document dot get sorry, document dot write. So math dot round function. Okay, around the radius value, the circle radius value plus, so then math dot round off. We have to provide the number. So this is my number. Okay. So math.py dot r dot r. So math. So we have to give the number. So then we have to assign this one to one variable where radius equal to where final radius equal to, so math.py then. So we can give this value. What happened? We can give the br here. Okay, so now the value is, because of it is below, so 0.5, so that's why it is giving the, so 3.14. That's why it is giving the 3.14. If our value equal to, if our value equal to math dot round value, if our value equal to, okay, for suppose, so where my value equal to, so 10.5. Okay, so then now you can see, we will get the 11 after rounding the value. Okay, so we will get the 11. So if our value is below, so 10.5, that means 10.4999, so we will get the 10. Okay, so if our value is 4.99 also, we will get the 10. So if our value is 5, so then we will get the 11. Okay, so that is the round function. Okay, math dot round function. So the next one is the math dot power. So if you want to calculate the, so either 2 power 2 power 5 or 2 power 10 or 2 power 100, so we can easily calculate. Math dot power function, so we have to pass two argument x comma y. X is the base number, y is the exponent number. So y is the exponent number. Method returns the value x is the power x to the power of y, x to the power of y. Using powers is very common mathematics, and JavaScript provides is the method. So once one can easily find out the result. Okay. So whenever we are defining we have to be very careful. So which one is the base number, which one is the power value? Okay. So otherwise we will get the confusion. So we have to get the clarity. So we have to know the which one is the base value, which one is the power value. Okay. So then we can see now. So math that power function, right? Power function. Okay. So then math that POW, power, power. So we have to give the two values. First suppose, so if you want to show 2 comma 100, 2 power 100. So now you can see the value. Okay. So this is the value. Okay. So you will see the 2 power 10. So then, so this is the 1024 is the value. Okay. So 1024 is the value. So the next one is the after math dot power. So math dot square root. Math dot square root. So same thing. SQRT function. So math dot square root of, so which one you want? So for suppose 25 square root, so 5, right? 25 square root is 5. Okay. So then, so if you can give the 100, so we will get the 10. So math dot square root. Yes.